Welcome to Sri Lanka!
We're the Chews, and we traveled to over 60 countries, traveling the world affordably.
My country is beautiful.
What is the name of your country?
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Known as the Pearl of the Indian Ocean, famous for its tropical golden beaches, amazing waves to surf, lush rainforests, temples and sanctuaries, and abundant wildlife including elephants, huge lizards, and even seeing turtles hatch on the beach and being released. From climbing ancient ruins and civilizations to wandering tea plantations, tasting the world-famous Ceylon tea. If you've been wondering what Sri Lanka is really like, how much it costs, and how to make the most of your trip, this video is for you. Let's get into it.
What's up, explorers? Welcome back to our channel. We're the Chews here from Choose to Explore, where we teach you guys how to see the world
and save a dollar.
So we are continuing our amazing trip where we started out in Cairo, Egypt, went to Dubai, Abu Dhabi. From there, we flew to the Maldives, where we're just leaving, and we flew with Emirates for about $102 per person, and we made it here at where, my love?
Sri Lanka.
So we're super excited because we're going to be spending 6 days here. So Liv, talk to them first about what the entry requirements were.
Yeah, so as U.S. citizens, we needed a valid passport, and we also needed to fill out an online form for a visa. So basically, it takes about 3 to 5 business days to process, but for us, it really only took a day, but I would still recommend doing it in advance, and it costs $50 per person.
So from the airport, what I love about Sri Lanka is they have 2 apps that are rideshare apps that are super affordable. One is Uber, which we're comfortable with being in the United States, and they also have Pick Me. So let's go and let's take a tuk-tuk to our accommodations. Let's go. Alright, so we just checked in our place at Villa Avi. From the airport, it's only about 15 minutes, but it's a nice little spot. It's only $13 a night. So here's the room. That AC right there is much needed because I am baking. It's our own private bathroom. Love like it because it has its own separate shower and glass. Alright, so we took the tuk-tuk and we drove through Negombo, and it was a wild and interesting ride. I'm excited for this tuk-tuk rides. And we made it here at Koko Beach Club, which is right here on Negombo Beach. It's literally right on the beach. And we are going out and exploring this beach because there's a lot of vendors out here right now. There's a lot of people out. So let's see what this got to offer. Alright, so on Negombo Beach, I know you can't see that this is the ocean, but we're right here on the water right now. People are chilling here, they got beers, they're hanging out, and it's a good time right now. Alright, and the food was really good at Koko Beach Club. I actually got, I think it's called Kotu, which is like a traditional Sri Lankan dish. It has like roti, it has the chapati, it has onions, garlic, it has a meat, curries, vegetables. It's like a mixed mash of a bunch of things and really, really good.
I just got the vegetable fried rice, and that was good as well with a watermelon juice.
Good morning, good morning. Another beautiful day here in Sri Lanka. So we woke up to a beautiful sunrise. Actually, we couldn't really see everything last night because it was so dark, but our room actually has a balcony, which I'll show you. We'll walk out the balcony and look at all this beautiful palm tree greenness. Love it. I also went down to the main street and I saw the sunrise. I saw the trains go by. I saw the tuk-tuks, and just beautiful being here in Sri Lanka. So we packed our bags up and it's time to go. As you see, I got a pack on my front, pack on my back. The queen just got
all the packs.
Oh, all the packs. Okay. Yeah, that's what you call we're fighting for equal rights over here, right? This is equality. But and here's our tuk-tuk. So let's go. Alright, so I just got a quick tutorial. Let's see if I know if I learned anything. Alright, I'm gonna start. Alright, so change of plans. So the people at Rent My Tuk were amazing.
They processed the light international driver's license for me in 1 day. They were able to give me a super affordable rate of $15 a day. So I was super excited to do the Tuk Tuk. So included in it was a training session. And let me tell you, the guy was patient. He had so much patience. But let me tell you, driving manual Tuk Tuk, if you never drove a manual car, I would not recommend it because, man, that was frustrating. I was there for about an hour. Like, I stopped on the train tracks one time. I was like, yeah, like, this is a safety hazard. I can't do this. So basically, they refunded us our money, but I would highly recommend them. But we're gonna rent a car now instead. So it is what it is. All right, so we actually booked a rental car with Ace Rental Car, and it was really affordable still, even though we got it the day of. It was like $21 a day. So we got the rental car, we're driving, and it is busy here in Sri Lanka. So first thing we gotta do now is we stopped and we're gonna go get some breakfast. Let's go. All right, so we found this local mom and pop shop called Thaprabane, and everything was in the local language, so I had no idea what we were even ordering or what the prices were. So Liv got some vegetable things, right?
Yeah, so basically I told them I was vegetarian, and they had a lot of different options. They had a mango curry, they had some sort of green vegetable, they also had the yellow dal, lentils with the white rice, and everything was so spicy and so good.
Yeah, I got something that I think looked like chicken biryani, and so flavorful, like so good. And I was so surprised when they brought the bill out later because it was under $4 for the two of us with the water. So Sri Lanka's that girl.
Yeah, for like these full meals, really good flavors. I'm so glad we stumbled upon this place.
All right, so we just got here, Sigiriya. And there's Monkey. He just jumped on top of our car. Can you see it? Yeah. So, we're in Sri Lanka. Very excited for it. Look at him. He's eating the snacks. Okay, so we just had to purchase our tickets. I will say pretty much everything so far in Sri Lanka has been very inexpensive, but Sigiriya Museum and Rock Civilization up top, it's surprisingly not. It's like $35 per person US. So I wasn't really expecting that.
This is probably the most expensive thing to do in Sri Lanka, but stay tuned.
Hopefully it's worth it. I'll let you guys know our honest opinion at the top.
The first thing that we're seeing is all these ancient ponds and water gardens, and they're really cool. They're shaped specifically in L shapes, and they have a lot of different significance here. Alright, so we've been climbing for about 25 minutes and I'm totally out of breath. There's a lot of really steep steps to go all the way up that kind of surround the rock. We're not at the top just yet, but there's a lot of rest areas, so definitely take your rest, take your time.
As you see, Liv started out with a little long sleeve on and she quickly took that off. But it's so beautiful up here. Can't wait to see what it's like at the top.
Yeah, hopefully we make it.
Alright, so from here is a pretty vertical climb, zigzag stairs, and we just saw the famous lion paws. So beautiful, so amazing to see right here.
Alright, so it is a little bit tough hiking up to the top, to be completely honest. I kind of thought about turning around a couple of times because I was a little bit scared. They're really steep stairs, and if you look out over the rail, it's like you just see all these huge mountains underneath you, and it's crazy. It's gorgeous, but I was a little bit scared, but it's definitely worth it. I'm happy I made it to the top. I'm sweating, but I think it was scarier because you can only go as fast as the person in front of you because it's like single lane traffic going up, and everyone's really out of breath, just like I was. So we were all kind of walking really slowly up the stairs. So I was a little bit scared, but definitely worth it. Dark clouds, I think it's gonna rain, but we did make it all the way to the top, explored the ancient civilization. It's really cool up here. You can see the water palace from up top that we walked through earlier, and everything's just so gorgeous here. I'm really loving it.
The story goes that Sigiriya Palace actually dates back thousands of years ago, where there was a king here who actually exiled his brother and killed his father and made the palace right here. They said that he reigned for over 10 years, but it was very short-lived. But man, coming up here, this is where a king should live, on top, and everybody's looking around at him. It's amazing. This is absolutely crazy. It's starting to rain now, but still, nobody want to walk. This is crazy. It's literally raining, and everybody just chilling here. One step every 15 seconds. Please go. So they have this narrow spiral staircase that is up here. Liv doesn't want to go up, but I'll go up for you guys. I want you guys to see it, so I'm going up now.
I'll be right here waiting.
And on the way there, you also could go to the cave painting. So there's a cave painting that's over 1,500 years old, and it's amazing. It's all original, was never retouched, and you have all of these, looks like women from that time who were cooking, doing different things, and it was made with natural materials as well. So beautiful to see, man. We made it here. Liv says it was worth it. Yes. I say $35. I think if this wasn't Sri Lanka, $35 is a very small cost, but in Sri Lanka, $35 is a lot. That's more than our hotels cost. Yeah. But I definitely thought that comparatively to like Machu Picchu or other ancient civilizations, it was definitely worth it for that $35.
Yeah, love the views, loved it up there.
So we left Sigiriya Rock and we drove about like 3 minutes away, and now we're in downtown of Sigiriya, and there's a lot of really cool shops here, tourist attractions and things like that, but we wanted to go and get some food. One thing that I do realize here is different than us back home in the US is instead of an ice cream truck, they have a bakery truck where it's a guy who drives around with bread and it plays like the ice cream man music. So people stop and get bread from him, and that's really cool. But for dinner, we decided to go to the Chooti restaurant, and I'll give you guys an update on what it's like. But check out this views that I have right here. This is an amazing table over here.
Alright, so here at the Chooti restaurant, I ended up getting the vegetable roti, and it was really good. It was kind of more like a panini, and it wasn't spicy, but it had a lot of good flavors. And I also had the watermelon juice, and for dessert, we had the honey and coconut roti, which was also kind of like a panini and really good too.
Now for myself, I got the deviled fish, and I thought it was going to be like a deviled egg, but thankfully it was not a deviled egg. It was like fish with like a pepper sauce with like onions and green beans and like lots of flavor and saucy. So good. I highly recommend getting the different deviled food. I guess deviled is a style that they cook their food. Really good. I highly recommend coming here at Chooti and looking at the other restaurants glow at night from their rooftop. So check it out. But I just checked into our place. It's called the River Retreat right here in Sigiriya. We have a really great host named Madhu who told us everything we need to know about the area, and we're super excited for tomorrow now because of her.
Alright, good morning, good morning. It's currently before 5 a.m. I don't even know if you can see me right now. But we are on our way to a really cool sunrise hike, so stay tuned. You don't want to miss this one.
Alright, so we made it here at the entrance to Pidurangala Rock. It's currently like 5:10. It was 1,000 rupees per person in order to enter. And first part, it looks like it's pretty much stairs, so let's go. One thing to note though is you walk through a temple first, so they say please cover your shoulders or your legs and knees, so be sure to have appropriate attire.
Alright, so we made it to the top of Pidurangala Rock, and we are currently waiting for the sunrise so we can see the sunrise over Sigiriya Rock, which we were at yesterday. Now, I thought Sigiriya Rock was a little bit difficult only because there's a lot of stairs going up, but this is like 10 times way more harder, honestly. Like, it's not really, the stairs are a bit steeper, and then there's a huge part where you're just like climbing over rocks, and I'm honestly very tired and exhausted. And we didn't have breakfast yet.
I wouldn't say huge. It's really like two rocks that you're kind of scrambling over. over. They have ropes and stuff. I think it depends on your fitness level, but
And if you're adventurous and not scared like me.
yeah. But the stairs were, I would say, harder because they were more of a vertical climb. But I wouldn't say, like, there's ample time to take rest breaks, and everybody just stepped to the side and everybody was kind, even though there's a ton of people behind us. But there was a big holdup at the end when people were scrambling at the top. But the scramble at the top is like 2 rocks.
It felt like forever to me.
But yeah, we're here. We got about 20 minutes to the sunrise, so we'll sit here and we'll wait for it. It looks like it's going to be an amazing sunrise, though. So unfortunately, because it's so cloudy, we actually couldn't see the sunrise behind the clouds, but still amazing 360 panoramic views up there at Alright, so right behind us is the sitting, reclining Buddha, which used to be the biggest Buddha in the world before people came and destroyed it and they redid it. Liv said this right here is where she would actually stop. She wouldn't recommend going further than this, but this was just stairs and then you're just climbing a little bit. It's really 2 rocks.
No, you're climbing, you're holding on to the ropes, you're kind of close to the edge, it's kind of narrow, you're climbing under boulders.
Listen,
I don't know.
Liv,
It was a bit much for me.
she's just a girl. She's just a girl.
I'm just a girl.
Listen, as a passenger princess, she thinks that this is a lot. Personally, I don't think that is a lot. Out of 10, I would give this 3.5, maybe.
Hardness? Like
And hardness, yeah. This
No,
wasn't
this
difficult.
is at least 8.5.
Oh my
I would
gosh.
say yesterday.
Let's go down. You're talking nonsense.
I would say yesterday was about 6.
6?
Yeah.
So as you know, it's the morning, and here comes the bread man. It's not the ice cream man, it's the bread man.
So we just ate breakfast at Shenadi Restaurant, and I ordered the Sri Lankan breakfast. And something I really like is that a lot of the food here is kind of vegetarian by default. So the Sri Lankan breakfast was completely vegetarian, and it had dal, curry, it had something called string hoppers, which was kind of, to me, looked like angel hair pasta flattened into like a pancake kind of a shape, and also some coconut sambal, which was coconut shredded and some spicy with it. So it was all good put together.
Yes, and I got a P2 breakfast because I've never heard of P2. It was like, oh, there's an elephant. Okay, but I'm gonna keep talking about this. But I got the P2 because I've never heard of the P2 before, and it was really good. It was like rice flour with coconut shavings and lots of flavor, but that is supposed to be mixed with other more savory dishes. So I also used the coconut sambal, I had a potato curry, and some other things. But right in front of us here, which is crazy, is the elephant. Wow. Wild elephant right here. Yeah, so right over here by us, they have like elephants where you can feed them and do different things. Unfortunately though, I see the guy, he has a stick, he's poking them, so I'm not going to participate with it. We're into ethical animal encounters, and this looks
from Sigiriya, and honestly the drive was a little bit a lot of excitement for me because there's really only like single lane roads, so there's a lot of tuk-tuks also on the road and slower trucks or faster buses, different vehicles in single lane, everyone's getting around everybody, so including this guy.
Listen, I had to make sure I got my wife here in one piece, and we did, so mission is accomplished. Now we're here in Kandy, and Kandy is a city. It's a lot of shops, a lot of people. Parking here was hard, so luckily there was a parking assistant who I had to pay. He said there's 200 rupees, so we left the car. Now let's head into some attractions in Kandy. So let's go, guys. All right, so we made it here at Sri Dalada Maligawa, which is
also called Temple of the Tooth Relic.
Yes, so this is supposed to be a really nice temple. It costs us 2,000 rupees per person in order to enter, and you also cannot go with your shoes. So we had to take our shoes off, bring them to the counter, and now I got my dogs out right now.
Yeah, so also since it is a temple, you do need to cover your shoulders and your knees. That goes for men and women.
Yes. So let's go in and let's enter. They, for some reason, said I was a foreigner, even though I told them I'm from here. But they didn't believe me. So let's enter now.
So we just went through the sacred temple of the Tooth Relic, which is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and that's because of its cultural and historical significance. And we went through, we saw all the different architecture and the art, and we saw a lot of people praying throughout. It was really nice. I feel like it's more of a place for locals. I wouldn't say it's a must visit for tourists, though.
Yeah, we went around and they have a museum because it actually holds the tooth of Buddha. We learned about like the British actually took the tooth from them, and then they went and got the tooth back. While we were interested in the Buddhism and the people, it seemed like a lot of people were interested in us too. I think that we are probably one of the only, well, we're the only black tourists that we've seen so far.
Yeah.
So a lot of people look and they stare and it's fun. So yeah, just something to know. And right behind us in the heart of Kandy City Center, you find the Red Mosque of Kandy. Now this is beautiful, intricate, with so many details, and it's on the busy street, so be ready for the honking even if you are worshiping inside.
And right on the same street as the Red Mosque of Kandy is actually Katarangama Devalaya. It's a really interesting place of worship because there's also Buddhism as well as Hinduism and Muslims that come to worship here, so really interesting to check out.
Inclusivity at its finest.
Alright, so behind us is another sight to see in Kandy, which is Giragama Walawwa. And now Walawwa is actually a special type of house or building that was built for the headman back in the colonial era. And this one is the oldest one in Kandy. It also has a wooden watchtower, so that's what makes it special.
And also right behind us there is the Christ Church of Kandy. And what I love about Kandy is how diverse it is, especially with religious diversity. So amazing here. Alright, so we're leaving Kandy and we're heading to our next destination. So we spent a couple hours in Kandy and we saw a lot of different sites. Only thing that we feel like we really missed was the Kandy Lake, which we saw a lot of people hanging out with. It was right near the Sacred Tooth Relic, and it was a beautiful sight to see. But Kandy's supposed to be a World Heritage City. We're supposed to have so many different things, and it's supposed to be the historical capital of Sri Lanka. And we definitely did see that with all the different temples, the different mosques, and other religious sites. But I felt like Kandy was more set up for people that are living there and not so much for tourism, which is okay. I honestly felt like a lot of people just go to Kandy just to take the train ride from Kandy to Alloro. It's supposed to be one of the most beautiful train rides in the world, where you're going through the tea plantations, you are going through the mountains, and you're seeing so many beautiful things. So let us know if we did miss anything in Kandy. Please comment below in the comment section so we won't miss it next time. Alright, that was a wild and crazy winding road up to get here in Ambuluwawa, and finally made it here. Man, Liv was scared to get out of the car because there was monkeys around, so it's me solo here. But the views up here are amazing. It's gonna be a little crazy to try to get up there because it looks super narrow, but stay locked in with me, yeah. Alright, I'm on the 6th floor. I can finally go outside. These have amazing 360. I'm a little bit nervous, and I'm just on the 6th floor. Look like they got way more floors, so let's get it going. Ninth floor. There's no more inside, just up. So let's go. Let's get climbing. I made it to the top. Look right here. It can't get any skinnier than this. I can't even take another step. I'm the only one up here right now because everybody was so shook. But boy, the views here are amazing. I made it!
So we just checked into Alexandra's house, which is only about 10-minute drive from Ambuluwawa Tower, which is why we selected this place. And it's pretty nice. It's cool. It's nice. Own little space, own room, separate bathroom. And now we're headed to find some good dinner. So we grabbed dinner at Shenal's family restaurant, and it was a little local spot. So I got the vegetable noodles, of course, and with a Sprite. And what did you get?
I got the Koko, which once again is amazing. It's a local Sri Lankan dish. And I also got, it was Chantel's special. So it was like spicy. It had like cheese and different things. And this one was really good too. I love Koko.
But the best part was the price.
Yeah, overall it was like $6 for the two of us, which I can get jiggy with.
Alright, good morning, good morning. It's another very beautiful day here in Sri Lanka, and we had a really great night's sleep at Alexandra's house. And that was such a nice guest house that we stayed in. We picked that one because it was really close to the Ambuluwawa Tower, and we really picked correctly. She also included free breakfast, but unfortunately we were leaving so early that we didn't get to grab it. But if you're staying in this area, definitely check out that accommodation. But now we have a long drive ahead of us, heading out. So 2 hours into our drive, we were going through all the tea plantations, and it was so beautiful, such great scenery, and we landed in Nuwara Eliya. So we decided to come and have breakfast here at the Grand Cafe, and we got some really great breakfast.
Because we were here so early, we saw a lot of people heading to work in the plantation. We saw people going up and picking the tea, and it was just really cool. And the scenery through the mountains, but I will say the roads are so windy. We were winding through and through. Luckily there wasn't a lot of traffic, so we didn't have to pass too many people, but a beautiful scenic route. Now for breakfast I decided to have the deviled pizza, and it was really good. There's like deviled chicken, which is like traditional chicken, and really good.
So I had the tandoori cauliflower quesadilla, which was good. It was spicy, and I also had a latte with coconut milk.
And I also had a bubble tea. Now, being that this is in a hotel, it's a high tourist area, this was more expensive, but still it was only like $23 for total for the two of us.
Yeah, not bad. I'm liking Nuwara Eliya, which is Little England.
So driving through Nuwara Eliya is actually way different than other places in Sri Lanka that we've been, just because of the architecture. So you can tell that there's a lot of British influence over here. The buildings, the way that they look, and things like that.
Alright, so we kept driving along through all the windy roads and the tea plantations, and we kept hearing water and seeing small little waterfalls, so we ended up stopping here at Bomburuella Falls.
Yes, so everybody was ushering us to the side to do the parking, so we decided just to park, and we're just going to walk up. He says about 1 kilometer away. I don't know what that is, but let's go.
Let's see how long it takes.
Alright, so we started with a bunch of steep stairs. Liv was dying. She does what she normally does, is she goes and stops to try to take photos of me, to act like she's taking photos instead of taking breaks. But yeah, we got up there and we got to the ticket counter, and it was 700 rupees per person, which is like a little more than $2. So pretty affordable for foreigners. And we're starting this path. We're right next to a lake. Yeah, it's just like a stream. So it's pretty flat so far. So we'll walk and we'll continue to tell you what this is about. But I hear something right now. Really large falls down here.
All right, so we've been walking about 10 minutes, and honestly, most of it is flat. But there are some areas where there are some stairs and some areas where you also have to climb over some rocks, but it's honestly not too bad. But now we've made it to this kind of pool basin area, and it's really nice just listening to the water rush past all the rocks. It's so nice, so beautiful over here. And as we were walking through, there was a toilet area, so in case you do need, and there were a bunch of different tiny restaurants and tiny stands where people were selling different snacks and waters.
Alright, so you're gonna get to a point where on your right hand side you're gonna see a green door. You're gonna see some rocks that basically you don't want to go up. You want to go through the green door, and there's gonna be like a bridge looking thing, like a gateway. So you're actually gonna climb down and you're gonna be able to see a beautiful view of the falls. Then you're gonna cross along the water. I took off my shoes, I walked across. The water is cold. And we crossed, and now we're gonna walk to the falls.
Alright, and we made it here to Bomburuella Waterfall, and it's right behind us. It's gorgeous, it's huge, it's so cool to see.
Yeah, there's different rocks and different things you can climb on, and there's also two different viewpoints. So because we went to the right, I think this viewpoint is better. There's also people down there that are close to the river, and they can actually see it or get into it. But this right here, we stay dry and we still have the amazing views. But this right here is the widest waterfall all in Sri Lanka, and it is amazing, guys.
It's amazing. You feel a nice mist on you. It's perfect. It's so worth it. So coming down is a lot easier, quicker, because now you know the route, but it definitely does get a little bit more crowded. We're leaving now, it's about 12:30 p.m. and there were a lot more people coming, but still I would say mostly locals who come to this waterfall.
So on our way out, there were a lot of locals that were selling little items and little snacks. So every single stand that I saw, I gave them 100 rupees, which is like 30-40 cents. Some of them I took their things, some of them I just told them to keep it. But I got a bunch of snacks that I'm just gonna snack on, and even if I don't like it, you know, I love to support the local economy when I travel. Alright, so it was about an hour and a half drive, but I don't think we took the route that we were supposed to. Google Maps took us on some crazy road. It was mad, small, windy roads, but we made it here for a tea farm, because y'all know Liv every morning, coffee, tea. So we're here in Sri Lanka, which has some of the best tea in the world. So Liv wanted to do a tea tour. So it looked like it was raining earlier, but it's starting to stop. Well, look at this now, it's starting a little bit. But let's go. It was 3,000 rupees in order to enter, which is more or less $10 per person. And Liv also wanted the traditional sarang for the traditional sari to do it. So we're gonna get a full experience. They run these every 30 minutes, so you don't necessarily need to book it in advance. Just come, and if it is booked, just wait the next 30 minutes for the next one. So Liv got her sari on. She's trying to be cute, but I'm out here. I really want to get some tea. So I'm really picking. Like, I want to get good. Look at this. That's a good one right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is a good one right there. Okay. I'm really trying to get some good tea. Oh shoot, let me come down here. I want you guys to really take a good look at her. She's all looks
This thing is around my neck.
and no work. She's about to suffocate herself. All looks, no functionality. Let me show you guys what her basket. She's supposed to have 20 kilos. Look at her basket. That thing is empty. You should be ashamed.
Oh my god. I really tried.
You put on a sari to do nothing. You put on a sari to be sorry.
Alright, so we're done picking our teas, and we only did it for 20 minutes, and it was really a lot of work, to be honest. So just imagine everyone who actually works here, and it starts at 7 a.m. and they keep going until they get 20 kilograms of tea. Unbelievable. Such hard work goes into every single cup.
We had an amazing tour guides, Sully and I forget the lady's name, but we learned so much about the tea making process, what makes good tea, quality, how it only takes 3 days from the time that they pick it to the time that it's actually able to be drank. It's just amazing, and honestly, it was crazy to see her pick, because she picked so fast. I couldn't even believe it.
Super fast.
Liv was picking one leaf every 20.
I was trying to make sure it was the right one, because you have to pick certain ones. Not everyone is the one that you pick, so I'm just...
But it was an amazing tour, and we even ended up buying 2 packets of tea. We ended up getting a soursop one as well as a black currant one.
Yes.
Definitely come out here and support the locals out here in Sri Lanka. All right, so we did a quick, like maybe 15-minute drive from the tea plantation. We went through to Ella, which is a major tourist area right here in Sri Lanka. And in Ella, it was cool to see a lot of people. There's a lot of restaurants. Definitely a more European vibe. We saw so many Europeans.
Lots of tourists.
Yeah, tons of tourists. But we parked our car and we are walking to an amazing viewpoint to see the world famous Nine Arches Bridge. So come with us along for this walk. So we're heading there, but I actually have no idea where I'm going. I found a group of some kids who might be kidnapping us, or they could be leading us to the right direction, maybe put it in your GPS. But there's areas that split up, split down, so I'm not really sure. But if we get there in time, you'll know.
My country is beautiful.
What is the name of your country?
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka. It is beautiful. All right, so the kids got us here at the perfect time, because look, the train is coming. Wow, they caught us at the perfect time. All right, so we were at the top, and now we're heading down, hopefully to get some amazing photos at the tea farm down there. So come on, my love, you ready?
All right, it's a little slippery because it was raining.
Yeah, it just did rain. So if you guys want to take photos down here, it's like amazing. You see the like tea plants, and you also can look up and see the trains go by. You can see all 9 arches from down here. I also saw some people go all the way down to the floor and climb up into the like loops at the bottom, but we ain't into all of that.
We've done enough tea plantation today.
Exactly. So I think we got another 20 minutes before the next train comes. So let's go back up now. So the train I think was supposed to come at 5:30. It's currently 6:10 and the train did not come. I threw my drone up, spent 40 minutes in the air, caught a bunch of nothing. And drone battery dead, the sun is about to set, so we got to get out of here.
Yes, a lot of nothing, but actually the 9 Arches Bridge is really, really beautiful. That was beautiful enough. I'm glad we caught the train when we first got here, like at 4:45. So thankfully we saw it then, passed by, very iconic. But if you want to know exactly where to go to see the 9 Arches Bridge, to take all your pictures, I have the exact locations linked in my blog post on juice64.com, so check it out.
And if you guys can't tell by now, the queen is tired. Look at her. We're going uphill right now, and she can't breathe.
Out of breath.
Get our oxygen mask. Let's go. All right, so we left the 9 Arch Bridge, and then we went downtown into Ella, and Ella is a disco. Like, it's so many people. It's completely different than any other region that we visited here in Sri Lanka. A lot more tourists, nowhere to park. I don't even think you should bring a car here. There was a ton of restaurants. It kind of felt to me like Tulum, like just different, you know? So we were trying to get some food, but we couldn't park anywhere, so we just decided to go back to our accommodation. So our accommodation is the New Blue House, and I'm so happy that we picked this place because they allowed us to park. So I parked my car, and now I can walk into town and go get some food. So this place is great. They gave us a welcome drink. We walked into the room. It's a nice sized bed, beautiful shower, and it's just nice, clean, cozy, and we're away from the hustle and bustle from downtown, which I love. So you can go in downtown if you want, but we're gonna chill here. We're gonna go down to get some food, and then we're coming right back. But for $28 a night, this is amazing, right here in LA. So our host at New Blue House recommended us going to a restaurant about 15 minutes away, walking distance, which is Matey Hut, and we walked through the downtown. It was cool, it's a vibe. We got to see everything going on right now. But Matey Hut is towards the end of the street, and it's right actually near a train track. So even though the 9 Arch Bridge stood us up, we actually were able to see a train go right by us while we were dining here. So we didn't get our food yet, but it's local Sri Lankan food, which we love. So I'm hoping that it's going to be real good. He recommended something that I've never tried before. So I'll let you know when the food actually comes out.
Good morning. It's another beautiful day here in Sri Lanka, and it's actually our last full day in Sri Lanka. So this morning we had a really nice breakfast that was included with our accommodation, and I really enjoyed it, and we had some really great tea with it as well.
We had these pancake-like things. They were made out of rice flour. It's called hoppers. It's a Sri Lankan traditional, and it was really good, honestly.
Yeah, it was almost like a sweet pancake and a little bit crispy on the outside. So really good, and also of course really good tea here and lots of great fruits. So it's a long drive to the airport, but just like yesterday's drive, we're gonna break it up with some really great stops. So we're gonna go and explore along some of the best beaches on the south coast, so come along with us. Here to Tangalle Beach for our first beach of the day, and it has really pretty blue waters and clear waters, so we're gonna explore.
Yeah, this one was only about a 3-hour drive, and the thing that I liked about that drive was that we got on a highway. So the highway was smooth. You could drive 100 kilometers an hour. There were no tuk-tuks. I didn't really have to pass anybody, so it made it a breeze. And the tolls are cheap. It was only like $300, which is like $1 to go on the highway. So we're here, and let's explore Tangalle Beach. Alright, we pulled up to our next spot, which is Goyambokka Beach, and this is only about a 6-minute drive. Parking was a little bit challenging because I don't know if I parked in the right spot, but I walked down the alley and I made it here in this beautiful beach. This is definitely a more touristy beach, but it is beautiful.
Yes, now we're gonna grab something to eat. Alright, so we just made it to Silent Beach, which is only about a 5-minute drive from the last beach we were at, and parking was about 500 rupees per car, and it's a really nice beach. It's my favorite one so far. The sand is really soft, and the waters are super blue. The waves are still kind of harsh here, but you can still get in a little bit. I got my feet in, and it was really nice. Really fun being here, and it's also pretty quiet here. Pretty chill day, so I would recommend coming here and spending the whole day here.
Alright, so our next stop of the day is the Humanaya blowhole, which supposedly is the second biggest blowhole in the world.
And the largest in Sri Lanka.
Yes, so we're here. We had to park up the street. It was about 100 rupees in order to park. And then you walk through the neighborhood. There's a lot of different shops and restaurants. And we made it up the stairs, and we are here at the blowhole. So come check this out, guys. Alright, so we sat there for like 10 minutes. We tried to see it. Honestly, that was very disappointing. We just kept recording and tried to get videos. It was just little baby ones.
Yeah, it's watched just a little bit, but I don't know. Second biggest in the world, I don't know.
Honestly, that could have been like somebody's bidet. It was so weak. It wasn't nothing crazy. So yeah, I mean, maybe if you have the time and you want to wait for it, yeah, but we got to keep moving now.
Yeah, we got a lot to see, a lot of beaches.
Alright, so we drove about an hour and we're we're at the next town, which is Mirissa. One more time, this is a high tourist area. Tons of tourists here, and we're heading to the beach. We're gonna walk along and find it, but here is one of the most beautiful beaches here.
Alright, so we drove about an hour away and we landed here at Mirissa Beach, which is a gorgeous, huge beach with a lot of things to do. You can do snorkeling, whale watching, jet skiing. The sand is super soft, it kind of melts between your toes. The water is really warm, lots of big waves here too. I'm really enjoying this beach.
Alright, so we made it to our next place, which is Unawatuna, and these are narrow streets, and once again, all of these high tourist, high traffic areas are not made for rental cars. They're made for tuk-tuks, and not even tuk-tuks, actually scooters, because it's so tight and narrow, and more importantly, it's hard to park. Like, if you have an actual car or it's wide, it's hard to find parking. So we've been driving around for like 30 minutes, and we're having difficulty, so we're gonna hope that we're gonna catch the sunset in time. Alright, finally found parking, and we made it to Unawatuna Beach. Hopefully we catch amazing sunset, but we're walking by and we see a bunch of people crowding around this kind of cage looking thing, and it turns out that it's turtle season. So the turtles actually just hatched this morning, and hopefully if the weather condition is good, today at 6:30 after sunset, we'll be able to see them release the sea turtles, so hope so. When we got here, it's amazing. We're here right now in March, and it's the sea turtle time. So some sea turtles just hatched this morning. They told us when we got here that they would actually release them if the weather permits. It honestly started raining here, so I didn't think that the weather was permitting, but look at this. The weather is permitting and they're releasing them.
So walking along down by Unawatuna Beach, and there's a lot of different restaurants, and I ended up going to Koha Surf Lounge, I believe that's what it's called. It had really nice, cool aesthetics, and we went in and we ate. I had the banh mi with tofu. That was really good, and also there was some sort of smoothie I had, like Golden Glow smoothie, something like that. It had turmeric, pineapple, mango, maybe. I don't really remember, but I thought it was good. But honestly, I did enjoy the Sri Lankan food that I had elsewhere in the country more so. I feel like it's very much catered to tourists here.
Yeah, this was definitely Western food. I thought Liv was just tired of Sri Lankan food. I've been loving it, but I ended up getting a chicken satay, which is pretty good, and an Island Breeze smoothie. So overall pretty good, but honestly I prefer to get Sri Lankan food as our last meal. But now we're getting ready and we're gonna head out to the airport, so let's go.
We made it back to the airport, but the trip did not stop here. Sri Lanka was amazing, but we have a long trip ahead of us, 23 hours total to New York. I surprised the Queen with Qatar QSuites business class tickets to get us much needed rest. We had an amazing experience flying business class, and QSuites is one of the best business class products in the world. With amazing food that you can order on demand whenever you want, attentive service, a full bed that you can put together, doors that open and close, this was an experience that we will not forget. So thank you guys for checking out our channel. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.